Nicholls falling to ULL by a final score of 84-57. Chatting here with the head coach of the Colonels, J.P. Piper. It's not easy right now with a young team. You take away two starters and, well, you can pretty much forget about it. Ben Martin out with a back injury. Dantrell Thomas only played 6 minutes. Looked like he was hobbled. Before we get into the game, can you give us a little bit more info on Dantrell?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. They told me he got kicked in the calf yesterday and was in pain last night, was in pain this morning. They thought that, Krista, our trainer, thought that she could get him warmed up and able to go, but it would be an as tolerated. He's not doing any damage to the leg, but if he could tolerate the pain and play through it, he could play. If he couldn't play. And obviously he couldn't go. You saw him running up and down the floor. He was carrying his leg, and you know, honestly, what's at stake here? I mean, we need to take care of his body, so we shut him down instead of trying to force through. You know, what you lose by 10 instead of by 25. It really didn't make sense to me to demand he push through. If it were a conference tournament game where there was something more at stake, then you try to see if he can suck it up and help his team out. But you know, given Ben's back in the third game in 3 days, you just circle the wagons, cut your losses, and hope that clock runs fast.
Chris Talkington put together another 17-point performance today. 9 rebounds for him. Trevon Lewis gets his first career start, 13 points in 33 minutes. The Colonels were only down 5 at the half. You took great care of the basketball. Everything seemed to be flowing very well. What were your thoughts in the first 20 minutes?
I was thrilled. And what I told them at halftime was, you know, if we can stick with that game plan, and jack up our toughness a little bit, we'll find ourselves in it at the end. Now, we didn't count on a team that shot 26% behind the arc, going 9 for 16 on the day, and shooting 56% behind the arc. And honestly, it was a gamble by the staff. We kind of rolled the dice and said, you know, if they can make threes, they're going to beat us, and obviously they made them. But I told the guys after the game that second 20 minutes today doesn't represent who we are, what we're about, and the way we're going to play this game. I thought the first 20 minutes did. And, you know, I struggle. I want to win. I want our guys to fight harder, but I think they gave me all they had this week. When you think about where we were Tuesday night, leaving Fogelman Arena, to what we got for the first 20 minutes of this game today, we hit a wall, and it showed up in the second half. We didn't defend with energy. We couldn't claim rebounds. We couldn't make open shots. We couldn't make free throws, silly turnovers. It all fell apart on us. There's a lot of freshmen and sophomores out there. I mean, in my mind, there's nothing to be embarrassed about, nothing to be ashamed of. We're okay. We get healthy and get things back centered on what we do, this group's going to be fine. I'm not discouraged in any way, shape, or form. You know, by the way, Houston Baptist beats Cal State today. That's a good team we beat yesterday, and beat convincingly, in my opinion. So, the Colonels will be fine. We just got to keep growing these young guys up, and they need this. They need to be in these situations and be stressed thin and pushed and get out of their comfort zone and see how they respond. I still love my team, and I think the best basketball is ahead of us.